All right, fellas, today we got a doozy because we're talking about how to reverse engineer your erection loss. And this is for my guys who are randomly just losing your erections. And today what I'm going to do is break down 4 different things you may not be paying attention to as to reason why you're losing erections at different times. And hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 23 years I've been the men's performance coach with African Fly, which is now called GoodWood. And of course, as a coach, I have to get your sexual performance game up, and you need to understand why your erections are sort of cyclical. Things are not happening the way you thought they should be. Just pay attention. Because today we're going to talk about specifically what it is to actually be turned on and how that changes over time. What the season, what time of the year makes a difference. The immediate effects of eating and how that affects your sex. And sexual stress, what that does to you. And of course, gotta stay tuned to the end because I got 2 things going on. One, a super bonus strategy. This one I just learned. This is pay attention. And of course, we're gonna work with some discount codes. Pay attention, pay attention. And I gotta give a shout out to Paul Wilson and to Firepath Art, who is into getting that lowering your estrogen foods. He got that from the last video. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and check that out. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you can get some more of this information. And what I'm gonna do, oh yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. Break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, around here we always talk about the sexual performance scale, that scale between 1 to 10. 10 means everything works, 1 means you need to go to the hospital. This is for my guys who are sitting at 7 and 8 range where things should be just working normally, but what's going on? And what you may be missing in terms of your thinking is the time of year that it is. Are you turned on? And I mean in a global sense, not just once in a while. What is the last thing you ate? And that's a question you always have to ask. And your sexual stress. How stressed are you? Let's talk about being turned on, and let me tell you a little story real quick. So for me, I went from Howard University, HU, to University of Maryland College Park, and during that time, co-eds in dorms. Oh yes, the young ladies walking across the campus and just all types of fun. Then I got my corporate gig. Yes, graduated, you gotta go and get your job to pay for all that stuff. And yeah, then you're talking about soccer moms and 401ks and things like that. Nothing sexy. So you have to ask yourself, what is your social sexual settings? What is around you that's getting you turned on? Because you can go from a situation where you really, oh yeah, this all around, to like there's nothing. It's just tumbleweeds out there. So you don't have those same conversations like you used to, like, hey, last night I called her up, stopped by, blah, blah. You're not getting those conversations. You're also now getting a lot more conversations that are just plain old boring and don't talk about sex at all. So what are you doing to turn yourself on? And I'm not talking about porn. Are you thinking about sex? Are you, planning a romantic trip? Where's your head at? Your testosterone and your desire is formed by what you think about. If you see nothing that's turning you on, your testosterone is not having a reason to go up. And also, what are you doing to turn someone else on? Yeah, that's the whole part of the conversation. I mean, are you taking care of your GoodWood fitness? Are you looking good? You smelling good? All of that. Yeah, you need to turn each other on. Also, you have to talk about what time of the year it is. When you're switching from summer to fall to winter, this actually does have an effect because men's hormones are cyclical based on the season. During the spring and summer, your testosterone levels are just steadily ramping up. Of course, during that time, what? You're seeing more clothes, you're just out there with more sun, you're having more activity, things are moving. Yeah, it's a better time. This just adds fuel to your testosterone fire. Now, during the winter and fall, the opposite is true. It's fall time and the sun is going down. So is your testosterone levels. For me personally, in October, I used to get the October blues because, well, there's less sun, so testosterone going down, you feel a little bit sadder, more depressed. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Just take care of that. During the winter and during rainy season, make sure you're getting out into the sun as much as possible so you can get that vitamin D that's going to turn into some testosterone. You're going to feel much better. And you want to get the outside sun. If you're getting sun through a window, it's cutting out some of the UV rays that you actually need. I'm not saying go outside and toast yourself, but yes, you just go outside and get some sun. And of course, what you eat has a direct effect on your everything, really, but especially your erections. So my guys who are sitting there at a 7 or 8 and you want to get going further up, you do have to pay attention to what you eat right before sex. Now, of course, alcohol is a poison that just happens to make you feel woozy, but it is a poison to you and to your Johnson. Beer is just estrogen laden, so if you're drinking beer, then you're adding estrogen, you're getting that pot belly. That's not a good sign. It's not going to work for you. And of course, anything that's sugary is going to drop your testosterone levels half an hour for if you're younger. As you get older, that effect can last longer. Now, meat clouds your blood for a good 7 to 8 hours. You're not getting the full benefit of free blood flow to your Johnson. Straight to it, eating meat right before sex is not a good idea. Now, of course, eating fruits and vegetables, adding that water, adding all the vitamins into your system, that's going to help out greatly. And of course, I've done a bunch of videos on food, so make sure you're checking out the catalog, getting as much information as you need. So when we're talking about your sexual stress levels, this is a serious side of things because stress can sit in your body for a longer time. You think you're over it, your body says, hey, I remember we were still stressed out about that. Stress can even come with good things. I mean, you're about to go on a vacation, but you got to do vacation planning, you got to do packing, you're rushing to the airport and all that good stuff. So even good things, even getting a job, you're saying, oh wow, I got a job, less stress, more money, sorta, because you got the learning curve and all the other things that go with it. So just be aware. Meditation all the time. Because if you're stressing about sex, you're not bringing your A game. I mean, are you really excited about it? Are you actually sort of self-conscious? Are past memories popping up, making you think like, oh man, I didn't perform well last time. So now, you have to get out of your head on all of that. Because as we talked about before, stress decreases your testosterone and increases your cortisol. Not a good look. Here's a quick thing to do. It's called a cape walk. Basically, you just spreading yourself out like you're Superman. You get your hands on your hips, you got that bold stance like that, just pretending you have a cape flowing off of you. That in and of itself, yes, it actually does work. Scientifically proven. And as you're getting ready to have sex, just remember the last time you had a great performance and don't worry about thinking about your penis at all the times. Is it erect? Is it erect? Is it erect? Just relax and enjoy yourself. Just remember, when it comes to stress, take care of that now so your body will take care of you later on. And now let's talk about this super bonus strategy. This is something I wish I knew years ago. This would make such a big difference. I got this from Jason Priest. Shout out to Fatherhood Coaching. I was on their podcast and actually talked to their mastermind group of fathers. And we talked about this particular subject. He came up with this: setting sex dates. Yeah, an actual sex date. Like, hey baby, you know what? On Tuesdays and Fridays, we're gonna put the kids to the side. Those are our dates to concentrate between 7 and 9. That is our time to get it in. That way, it allows for so many things, so much stress. You're not guessing about, are you ready? Am I ready? Things like you're both able to plan for it. You actually, just think about this. You now know when it's going to happen, so you can work out for it. If you know that, I still get my drinks on every once in a while, but it messes with my sex, you know not to do it the day before because you're having sex. So setting a sex date is a great strategy. Go ahead and talk with your woman about it right now. So fellas, just remember, yes, how often are you turned on? 2, what time of the season is it? Get that sun. 3, be aware of what you're eating right before you have sex. And 4, don't stress. Have fun with it. Oh yeah, and set that sex date. So question of the day, have you noticed, that time of the year, does it change for you? Are you like, everything's great during the summer and then during the winter, during the fall, you're not where you're supposed to be? Hit us up in the comment section below. Like hearing from you, and I do read those. And the extra bonus I was talking about, go to www.givegoodwood.com and use the promo code GW15. That's GoodWood 15, and take 15% off your purchase. That's how we do it around here. Thanks for staying to the end. And as always, this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.